Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are coming from live from New Jersey, and again, it's an opportunity to join us here. Again, we say welcome wherever you are in the world. You are most welcome to um, part of the forum, the partnership forum meeting with our guests. We are already seated here, and I can see that. You are out there and are trying to adjust on public, live on public, and wherever you are, you can now view all live on public. So bless you, and again, it's an opportunity to be here. And again, you're welcome. Wherever you are in the world, you know that probably the community engagement is a kind of public and organization that promote the rights of people, and we talk about rights and responsibility. We actually been continue to do whatever God have called us to do, and at this time we have a forum called the Partnership Forum, and today actually is the first day having to be our engagement meeting. We are business partners and people who have positive actually profile and doing well in our society. And today we actually having to be with our guests, and our guest here today. We just want to give him the time to introduce himself to the world. You are welcome, my guest, Brother Don. Patrick.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor Jarvis. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm so excited for this meeting.
yeah.
Um, and I'm so
Welcome.
excited to be able to have an opportunity to have a chat with you.
Yeah,
So to start with, my name is Isaac Henne, born and raised in Ghana. So I'm from the diaspora. So born and raised in Ghana, have the opportunity to come to. So way back, let's fast forward back to Ghana. When
yeah.
I was in Africa, I was a teacher. So I was a high school teacher. And then I got opportunity to come here to the United States a couple of years ago, close about 10 years. And when I arrived, I decided to serve in the military. So I served in the U.S. Navy for a little over 8 years. And then I decided to step away to become a financial professional.
Hmm.
So I am married. I'm a married man. I believe in God. And then I have three kids. I have a one boy and I have two girls.
Wow.
So that is just a little bit about me.
Yeah, no. Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. And when you say when you share that, probably especially with the African setting, and you from West Africa, or not only that you from West Africa, but you are, we are family. You are family, and those of us who know when you migrate to another country, especially in the West, there's different culture, and you have to adapt yourself. And I think he have served in the military. He have given his life to actually protect life and property. And so, giving your life, giving your time to the United States, actually government, and as a citizen of the United States of America, but in the first, I want to say congratulations for serving, and giving your time, and
Thank
now
you.
you are also into something to also help others in
Right.
order to make them to be aware of some of the situation when it comes to this life insurance. And
Right.
those of us who are listening wherever you are, we are here with Mr. Isaac Hinen. Hinen is actually an activist, and I mean a kind of technical when it comes to he has the technical know-how, and then the expertise when it comes to life insurance, and he's gonna explain himself better. But again, probably wherever you're joining us from in the world, you could be in West Africa, you could be in like America, whatever part of the world. This is very important for you. I long to see this day. The partnership forum is starting a good pattern, and I want to say welcome again to those of us who are watching. And don't be told, listen. we coming with of some question, and then we will be able to dive into the deep things, about life insurance and 101. And Brother Hinton, why the topic life insurance?
All right, Pastor Jarvis, that's a very good question. And I do appreciate all the viewers on Facebook and other platforms that are watching us. So this April is financial literacy month. So financial awareness month. And when we talk about finances, it has a broad spectrum. It's a very big industry.
Yeah.
So and one of the areas that has been overlooked at is life insurance.
Life insurance.
One of the areas that people don't like is life insurance.
Yeah.
So it is one of the topics that we always want to swerve away. We always want we don't want to talk about it. So I decided that since it's a financial literacy month, I would love to talk about that topic. We have to discuss it. We have to talk about it. If you don't talk about it, one of the biggest thing in life is whatever we don't focus on will never expand.
Yeah.
So that is why I choose out of all the topics that we could have discussed in the financial industry, I choose life insurance. But the basis of life insurance for people to understand. Because if you realize, people will hate something that they don't understand.
Sure.
So a lot of people hate things that they don't understand. So for us to be able to educate the community, share a little bit of information, answer one or two questions for them, that is why I chose that topic. Life insurance. That is the most important thing in our life.
Wow, it's interesting. We I just want to know the slight difference between the life insurance. Do we have any slight difference between the life insurance, the type of what are the type of life insurance? In other words,
that is a very good question. So thank you for asking that. And this is what I would like to start by saying. Life insurance is not something that you have to like. You don't have to like it.
Okay.
So a lot of people say, I hate life insurance. No, you don't have to hate it. It's just like the political parties that we have in the country.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Republicans and what? And Democrats. It's just like the one that you have in Africa, your own country. When it comes to Ghana, we have MPP, we have the NDC. I don't have to hate them. So that is the same thing that is life insurance. Life insurance is not a political party. It is not a religion. It is not Church of Pentecost. It's not Assemblies of God. It is not Roman Catholic. It is not Baptist. It is not Methodist. You don't have to like it or hate it. What you have to do is understand what it is. We have to understand it. Now, going to the question that you asked, you're asking about the type of life insurance.
Yeah.
When we talk about life insurance, in two types, they have been grouped in two. Yeah. And when you come under it, there are different types. So the first type of life insurance is what is called the temporary. Temporary means it is there for a certain number of years or a certain number of conditions.
Yeah.
And then we have what is called permanent. So permanent is the one that you have it for the rest of your life. Now, when you come under each one of them, then we have the categories and the different types that falls under them. Now, the first one that I want to talk about, so that our listeners will get a little bit information from, is under the temporary. The one that we have it for short term is the one that we get from our job.
Okay, short term.
So if you have a job, that one is called what? A group life. So what is a group life insurance? Yeah, group life insurance, that's the one that you get from your job. So I was in the military. I had a group life from Department of Defense. I know some people are working in the hospital. You might be a cybersecurity tech, or maybe whatever you are working with, your employer has given you a life insurance that you are making payment to. That is what is called a group life insurance.
Okay.
Now, we have another one that is called a term policy. So a term
policy.
Yeah, term policy. Yeah, TERM, term policy. So that term policy is the one that we normally get from our job, or not from your job. You get it from maybe from your bank or from other companies. We normally get we normally hear from them on the commercial. So we get a commercial from your bank saying, hey, we have this come and what? Come and buy it. Maybe what? Very simple. Something like what do you call it? $5 a month, $10 a month. Those are what is called what? A term policy. So what is it actually? Let's define the word term. What does that simply mean? That simply means you are going to have it for a certain number of years.
Okay.
So maybe you're going to have it for what? You're going to have it for 10 years. At the end of the 10 years, all the money that you put in that account is gone. You have to start another one.
Wait. What are you talking about? Terms.
Yes.
The term policy or the term insurance.
Yes, the term insurance.
Okay, term, yes.
So that is the one that you have it. So you can either have it for 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 30 years max. So that means if you have that account and you are making payments into that account, what happens is if you have it for 10 years, so let's say you are 30 years and you have a term policy for 10 years, that means at the age of 40, or that account that you have is going to close. You have to start a new one. And the money that you paid into that account, the money that you paid into that account, you don't get it back. It goes to the company.
No.
Now, let me actually go back to the one that I talked about before, because I know that people are dealing with time. I talk about the one fraud that we get from our job. Okay. This is what I would say as a financial professional. One time I sit down with the community and you have something from your job, there is nothing wrong with it. But look at this. The one from your job, this is what is going to happen. Research has shown that average American will change jobs about 4 to 5 times before they go on retirement.
Okay.
So let me give you an example. I started from Africa. I worked I was a teacher. When I came to America, I worked for a warehouse company. Then I switched to the military. I work in the hospital as a CT tech. So I work for about right now I'm around about 40 years. But I work for almost 5 to 6 companies. Let's ask ourselves, what happened to the life insurance that I was having through that company? Where is it?
Wow.
It is gone.
Yeah.
So let's say you work for that company for 10 years.
Wait a minute. It's interesting. So you left it because your term is finished. That is a term, right?
Right.
So it means that there's no benefit after you left, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So there's no benefit. So as I said, I'm going back to the one that we have from our job. So there are 3 things that can happen at a job. Number 1, Pastor Jarvis, have you heard that people have been laid off from their job before?
Yeah, many times.
So if you get laid off from the job, what happened to that life insurance you have from the job? Do you still have it? No, you don't.
Wow.
Because it's an affiliation. If you are still working for them, you get a life insurance.
Yeah.
So that is number 1 thing that can happen to us, those of us who have had a job. So for example, I was in the military for 8 years. If some reason the military have to let me go, as soon as I'm out of the military, I don't have that life insurance with the military again. The same thing happens to your job. Now, number 2, let's say you are very good employee. So you are dotting the I, crossing the T's. So you are not going to get fired. What happens if you get a better job offer, and you want to leave the company that you are working with right now and go to a different company?
Start off again.
You're going to start over again. So the money that you paid here is gone. Now you're going to go to another company. You don't have it again. Now, let's say these 2 things will not happen, Pastor Jarvis. So let's say you are not going to get fired. You will still what? You are not going to change job. You're going to work for that company for the next 20, 30 years. There is going to be a day that you're going to be a senior citizen.
Yeah.
If you're a senior citizen, are you still be working at that job? No. You're going to go on retirement, right? You're going to be on retirement.
Yeah.
What if you're on retirement, you still don't have that life insurance through the company? It's gone.
So look, listen to me. It's interesting. Even though I like to do vast, extensive problem research, but this is very interesting. Now, can you imagine what would a person work for 10, 15 years? So he leave for retirement. How this person is benefited?
Right. So that is a very good question. I wish they will give it to you. Remember, if you are at a job, your affiliation with a job is the one that guarantees you that life insurance.
Yes.
If you are not there again, let's say you stop working, you're on retirement,
Yes.
you are not working for them again. So you don't
Wow.
have that life insurance. It's gone. So at that time, you have to come and get your own personal life insurance. So these
And
are
and and
basic
and, and,
information.
and you know, interesting because at that time you might be in your state and no insurance company want to take you because they think
Absolutely.
at any time they just give you short time.
Absolutely. By that time also, this is where people have been diagnosed with high blood pressure,
Yes.
diabetes, high cholesterol,
When you
and
get
no
those things, then
insurance.
it's difficult.
Absolutely. So you're not going to get any life insurance. That is why it's very
Wow.
hard for our community to be able to build generational wealth.
Yes.
It's going to be very hard for us unless
Hmm.
we change
That's
things around, we change our mind and we change our mindset.
hmm.
It's going to be hard for us to build what? Generational wealth. When we talk about generational wealth, talking about the next generation, next
Yes.
2, 3, 4 generation ahead of us.
Hmm.
That is why if we don't change our mindset, it's going to be very hard for us to build generational wealth. So that is it. So anytime I sit down with someone, they tell me, hey, Isaac, I get a life insurance through my company. I tell them you don't have life insurance.
Hmm.
You don't have.
You don't.
You don't have. And then let me say something about that. Let me ask
Wow.
this, Pastor Jarvis. So let's look at that one, the one that you have from your job. When is it going to pay out? When does it pay out? It only pays out when you die on the job.
Wow.
When you die on the job, it pays out. What if I don't die on the job, but I die on the parking lot? It doesn't pay out.
It's interesting. And listen, and those of us who are listening, when things happen into our communities, people live in America, right? When
Right.
something happen into this community, people go all over the place begging for money.
Oh, say that
Even
again.
if you don't have the begging. And this person been living in the United States of America for more than 50 years. And
Absolutely.
they felt, oh, you begging for money? That's a shame. And this is why I really interested, about this whole publicity, and let people get to realize and know that 10, 15, $20 that you're using, even for a day, you can put it somewhere for a month. We'll get to that. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yes.
And my brother, before we go for a little break and come back, why do we need life insurance? Tell us why do we need
Yeah, that is an awesome. We just nailed it. So when we come back from break, we're going to go on the different type of life insurance, and then we continue with it.
Yeah.
But why do we need life insurance? Look at this. Everything that has value in America has insurance on it.
Yeah.
Let's look at simple things around us. If you have a house, there is insurance on the house.
Yes, on the house.
If you have a mobile phone, there is insurance. Yeah, even a dog.
Wow.
Even if you have a mobile phone, it has insurance.
Yes.
Let's look at it. Can you go and buy a car and drive the car from the parking lot
No.
all the way to your house without having? You can't do that.
You got to put it on the car.
You got to put it on the car. You have to see it before you got to drive it out.
Wow.
Even
Before you even listen to me, before you even register the car, that the first thing you do, they got to see that insurance stuff there.
Register for you. There you go. Do you know why it is like that? Because many people don't have money cash to pay for what? To pay for the car. So we are borrowing somebody's money to pay for the car. It's called OPM, other people's money. So we are using a loan from a bank to pay for the car, and we pay it installment. So the only thing they can do is what? Guarantee that loan, that if God forbid Isaac is no more today, there is insurance that can come in and pay off the car. So the car is of value to that company.
To the company.
Now look at this. If the car is of value, look at your life. Who among you, between you and the car, who is paying the other? Is it the car paying you, or you are the one paying the car? So you are the one that wake up in the morning, drive through the snow, go and work and overtime to come and pay that car. So between you and the car, which one is more valuable? It is me. So why is it not we are not taught to insure yourself first before you put insurance on the car? So that is why it's important for every single individual to get a life insurance. To get a life insurance, because if the cars are insured, mobile phones are insured, apartments are insured, laptops, houses are insured, why are we not insuring ourselves? So you can see an individual driving a nice car. Look at it, the car that you are driving is insured. The car is insured. The car
Yeah.
has insurance on it, but the person that is driving that car has no insurance. Let's sit down and think about that for a minute.
Wow. Let's think
The
about
car,
that. Let's think about that a minute. And we're coming back just in the next 5. Okay, I'm online. Okay, welcome back. Welcome. Do you have something to share? Welcome. We are back and with our brother here. You know, it's so interesting. For those of us who are joining us or those who will join us again, we here on the life insurance. What is life insurance? And we've been talking to him. And why do people hate life insurance? My brother, we want to go back to the topic, probably, or why do we need life insurance and why do people hate life insurance?
all right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Do you
Yes.
want to share? Do you have anything to share?
Yes. So that is a very good question. I don't know if I have the privilege to share the screen. If not, I'll be able to talk through it.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So
Just send it. Let me see. Yeah.
I sent it to you on email.
Okay. Just keep talking. Let go on and let me go to that.
All right. So the question was, why do people hate life insurance?
Yes.
Number one of the biggest things being in this industry that I've realized that our community hate life insurance is because we are not getting the proper information.
Okay, the proper information. That's one.
Yes. So number one, we are not getting the proper education and information. So we have other financial professionals that have gone ahead of us years
Okay.
ago. They were in the industry, and then what they were doing is now. Pastor Javed, did you know that there is a difference between a life insurance and a death insurance?
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to know. The difference between life insurance and death insurance. There's a difference.
So yes, there's a difference. So let's start with a death insurance. Death insurance simply means get something in place that
Okay.
when you die, they pay the money to your
Okay.
family. So death insurance only pays out when you die.
Wow.
So once you are alive, you cannot take anything from that account. You cannot take money from the account. You cannot use it for anything until you die.
Okay.
So when you die, then they give the money to your beneficiary, your wife, your kids, or your husband. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you look at it, many of the community they don't want it that way. Why is it that I have to die for somebody to enjoy my money?
Wow.
So why is it that I have to die before the money pay out to somebody? So because of that, many people don't like life insurance.
Okay.
So they just close their mind off. Anytime they hear about life insurance, they think, oh, it's about death. I have to die. Somebody will get the money. Die. Somebody get the money.
Yeah. Okay.
But the other community, they know what is called life insurance. So it doesn't start with the word death. It starts with the word life.
Life. Yeah.
What does that mean? That simply means once you are alive, it takes care of you.
Okay.
So that's why it has the word life, and the other one has the word death. So life insurance, and a death. There you go. So the life one simply means once I'm still alive and I'm still breathing and I'm still a living human being, I have access to my account. So I am what? I am my own beneficiary on the account.
Okay.
I benefit from the account. And then
Yes.
after I have benefit from the account during my lifetime, if I'm no more, then the rest of the money is given to my family.
To family.
So that is where the difference comes in. Our community, we have been introduced to what? Only the death insurance.
Yeah.
But the other community that are doing so well, they know what is called life insurance.
Yeah. Sure.
So that is why a lot of people don't like it. They don't like it because they think, oh, I have to die before the money pays out. No.
The money. Okay.
If you look at it, let's look at iPhone. So when iPhone came, they started with iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4. Now we are what? Around 15 or 16.
Yeah.
But some people, when it comes to, and one of the biggest thing is everybody want to upgrade what they have. If they have iPhone 6, they want to go to iPhone 7. If they have 14, they want to go to 15. But some of us have not upgraded our information, our knowledge about what is called life insurance. So we are still stuck with the idea of what? The death insurance, thinking that is the only thing that is out there.
Okay.
That is why a lot of people, they don't like it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to get it. Because death. No.
Oh my God. So is that, can we see on the screen?
Yeah, I can see you. I think at first you were sharing the screen.
This one?
Go ahead and share.
First, you talking about the first time?
I'm not sure if I'm able to share from here, but you did share it. Go ahead and share again.
You can share. Let me see something. I'm trying to get the right stuff going on here.
Okay, let me see.
Can you see it? Can you see this?
Yes, I can see. Yeah, that one.
Is this one right?
Yeah, that is that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is very good. So if you look at it, last month was Black History Month.
Yeah.
Black History Month. We have to talk about Black finances. It matters. Black finances matter, so we have to talk about it. What can we do in the community different so that in the next 20, 30, 40 years from now, when me and you we are no more, our children are going to do better.
Okay.
That is what we have to talk about. So if you look at this, every time we talk about Black Lives Matters, Black Lives Matters, Black Lives Matters, you're talking about your life matters, but you yourself, you don't even have life insurance for yourself.
Okay. Yes.
So you don't see the value in your life to put insurance on your life, but you go online or Facebook and you put on there Black Lives Matters, Black Lives Matter. Individually, how do you value your life? Do you have insurance on your life? No.
Wow.
So these are the simple things that we can do from the comfort of our home in the basic level to put things in place.
Oh my God.
So you can go through the slides and then we were asking about the different type of life insurance.
The different type of life insurance. The different type of life insurance, and you know, and I want us to, those of us who are listening, you know, it's so interesting because many times we start working, some all go to work, we sign in for a life insurance, and at the end of the day, maybe we are not aware of the details about, you know, the life insurance at work. And like he said, it's interesting that after you pass, or maybe you left the job, it ends. It ends, and probably maybe you got to start another one from another company. So I think, you know, my brother, is more interesting to know that after it ends, for those of us who are listening, how do you feel if it ends? You don't find a job on the other side. What happens to you?
Yeah, that is a very good question. So I have a lot of clients that I come across like that. I have one captain that was in the army. He did about 20, 30 years in the army. He was a chaplain, so he was serving God. He was preaching gospel to the people in the army. He retired from the army after 32 years or so. And when I sat down with him, he didn't have life insurance.
Wow.
Why? Because after he get out from the military, the one that he had in the military has ended. He doesn't have it anymore. He has to sign up for something different that we call a VGLI. So those in the military, they know that. Now
Yeah.
with that one, every single year, the rate is going to go up. Everything is going to go up.
The rate.
The rate is going to go up. How much you're going to pay is going to go up. So it go up to the point that he has to pay about $1,700 a month.
Wow.
And then he has to stop. So he couldn't do it again. He said, I'm done.
Wow.
So that is what is going to happen to a lot of people. So as I said from the beginning, we will wait until we finish working up to 65 years, and that's when we want to get your life insurance. By that time, there is a high blood pressure, there is a high cholesterol, there is cancer, there is all these things that have triggered in your life, and that is going to prevent you from qualifying for life insurance. So these are the things.
Wow. So it's interesting because when it comes to probably your personal life insurance now, maybe you after you have been, or maybe during the time you're working, you're on a personal life insurance. Okay, let's agree that you're on a personal life insurance. So what happens to you if you're on a personal life insurance and they put you down from all your work? What do you think?
Right. So
you on your personal, you on your personal life insurance. Right. At the same time, you on the work insurance. Anytime you go to work, yeah, fine. But you on both. So what happens to you, or what is the advantage and disadvantage of having the life insurance and the personal life insurance?
That is good. So that is what we advise the community to do. There is nothing wrong with you holding the one that you have at a job.
Okay.
But because of the circumstances that can affect you from losing that account when you leave the job, or when you get fired, or when you retire, it is always advisable to get your own personal life insurance.
Personal life insurance.
With that personal life insurance, if I leave this job, I take it to the next job.
Okay.
If I decided that I'm going to move from state to state, if I move from Texas and I want to go to Maryland, I carry it with me.
Yeah, the personal, yeah.
That is personal. So that is the one that we have to discuss to see. So it's highly recommended that even if you have it at your job,
yeah,
you have to have your personal life insurance on the side.
Sure. So, it's interesting. The question I have, why do people hate life insurance? We'll come to the question. Many of the guys who sometimes we talk to the band here, and compared to Africa, let's be very frank, Africa don't have the opportunity like we have in the West. Sometimes the insurance company the government they come and take money, and then at the end of the day, when something happens to somebody, they don't get their share. And sometimes my late father, all these things happen. Okay, but when you come to the West, I'm so surprised that most of the guys, if not all of them, those of us who are listening, don't like life insurance. They don't like it. Probably, I don't know, when someone demands, and someone fall out today, they are sending information all over the place to raise money.
Right.
But listen, why do people hate life insurance? Can you share with us?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So
yeah,
it is all that you are saying. We can find evidence all across the community. That is why we have GoFundMe. If you go to the GoFundMe website, last year 2023, there were over 30 million people that solicited for fund. For what? For burial,
yes,
for cancer, for disability, to be able to take care of their family. 30 million.
30 million.
And if you did research about that, you find out that most of that are from our community, the Black community.
Yes.
Most of them. Why? So the reason is that we don't understand it. So as I said from the beginning, people hate something that they don't understand. They don't understand it. They will not go and get the information. They will not seek the resource person that will educate them about it or share some information about it. Because remember, these things, somebody will say, oh, I've gone to school to become a doctor for 12 years.
Yes.
I've gone to school to become a cybersecurity. I am a nurse. I am a nurse practitioner. This information are not taught in schools.
Sure.
This information, you will never have a course that you're going to do in college that will teach you about these things. The only thing that we are taught to do is go to school, get a degree, and come and work for someone for the rest of your life with no guarantees. So when it comes to financial information and financial literacy, after you have your degree, you have to sit down to learn about these things.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why a lot of people hate it. They hate it because, one, they don't understand.
They don't understand.
Number two, they
Yes.
hate it because maybe the only information that they have is life insurance. It only pays out when you die.
Yeah. That is one. Yeah.
That is it. So a lot of people hate about, why do I have to get an account that I pay and I don't get
They will bury me
until they bury me?
Yes.
That is like 1950 something account that you're talking about. We are in 2024.
Yes, 2024.
Nobody is using iPhone 1 again. So you have to upgrade your knowledge about life insurance. What do you know about it? So you don't have to hate it. All you have to do is what? Go get more books to read, get more information, get resources, reach out to someone that have a license through the state and has been approved to do that, so that they can sit down with you and share with you the different types. Share with you the different types that are out there.
Wow. Is when the question is why people hate it, and because they lack the information, the real information, and actually, it is true. Those of us who are listening, in more cases, we think when we talk about life insurance, we think that it's after death, and even if it was after death, okay, let's agree that probably we've been out here. Sometimes we take the cigarette. We some guys with smoke cigarette. We pay $50 for cigarette a day, or 2 days, or 3 days, a week. So if an insurance company that will say, okay, my man, you spend this thing, but every month gave me $30, which one will you choose? No, frankly speaking, somebody pay to smoke cigarette for 1 week or 2 days, $50, or sometimes $30, right, to spend it. But when they say whole month pay only $30 or $25, they say, no, I don't want to be insured.
Right. That is a very good analogy. But one of the biggest things that I've realized in the community is everybody is thinking about themselves. It's just me. So something that will bring them instant gratification, that's what they want.
Yeah.
So they will go smoke that cigarette or drink that coffee or do something that will bring them that joy, without thinking about their family, without thinking about the community, without thinking about their children. So they don't think about it. They think, oh, it's good. Let me drink
I just want to drink. No matter what happens. I just want to drink.
If I die, I die.
Yes.
So,
I
die. As I said, we pray that God will change our mind and change our mindset. Because if we don't change and then be able to look into these things, because if you look at the wealthy community, the 5% Americans, this is what they used to build their wealth.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's look at this. Average American in America here, if you check their 401k, 403b, IRA accounts, you will see less than 100,000 in that account. Less than 100,000 after working for so many years. Why? Because of market gain, market crash. I don't want to go there. Let's ask a question. God forbid you drop dead today. You drop dead, and they give that money in your 401k or your investment account to your family. How many years is it going to last them? When I was in the military and I did that check, I had only 27,000 in my 401k. So imagine I drop dead today and they take that 27,000, Pastor Jarvis, and give it to my wife and the kids. How many years are they going to live off from 27,000?
No. I know.
So that is why our community is still like that, because we are thinking different. The way we think is completely opposite to what the wealthy people, to what the elite people would think.
Wow.
Because you go to the elite community, what they do is, as soon as they start a family, two things that they have in place is what? Every single individual in the family, the mother, the wife, the mother, the father, the children, everybody is protected. They put insurance on all of them.
Yeah.
And then the second thing that they do, what? They insure their asset and their money.
Their assets, yeah.
Their asset has to be protected. Now, when you come to our community, the Black community, people from Africa, what do? As soon as we start a family, we put insurance on the car. We put insurance on the house. We put insurance on the microwave and then the fridge. We put insurance on the laptop.
It's interesting.
But you come to the house, the car has insurance. But you come to the house, the father has no insurance. The mother has no insurance. The children, none of them has insurance.
And it's very pitiful to know that sometimes you pay 400, 300 just for a car a month, or sometimes 200, and that's kind of money, but to pay $10. Are you serious?
Right.
Look, listen, those of us who are listening, let us begin to. This is an educative program, and it's there to educate you, and business wise, engaging our community. I think this is one of the more important things that we can talk about to make us to be educated, so that we can get into some of these things tomorrow when something happens. Even when you are lying there in your sick bed in the hospital, you're not going to be thinking about people cursing your children, telling them, "Oh, move from here. Your pa was living here. He used to do all kind of things here, enjoy himself or enjoy herself, and then we don't care. You're bury the guy, man. You forget about him." Would you like to hear that? You're gone. But really, funny speaking, my brother, sometimes when I hear people talking, when someone is gone, like, "Oh, my man, we don't have money, man. The guy was living a stupid life and all kind of thing. He had all this stuff going on." No,
Right.
so it's up to the black community, and all of us. We understand that it is very simple to say it. It is very easy to say it, but to do it, it can be difficult. But this should not be a difficult thing if we can go and insure the car, insure the dog, insure the dog, insure the house, and insure we who making our money lying down hungry, my brother. Sometimes you go, you sleeping on the wheel, and then sometimes some of the guys who working, they are sleeping. And sometimes they go to the early grave only because they are struggling to do it. And so again, if you're listening, we had Life Insurance 101. And what is an easier way to qualify for life insurance? This is a very interesting question. What is the easier way, my brother, as we go into our crucial time? What is the easier way to qualify for life insurance?
That is a very good question. So the easiest way to qualify for life insurance is to get it when there is time.
When there's time.
Yes. Remember, I was having a conversation with one of my sisters this evening, and then she was asking me, why is it that somebody have to qualify for life insurance? Why? Because remember, everything that is quality, remember the word quality, it starts with Q. Everything that is quality in life, you have to qualify to get it.
Yeah.
Let's look at, there are two ways that you can live. You can be homeless, or you can live in a house or an apartment.
Yeah.
Do you have to qualify to be homeless?
No.
No. You can be homeless anytime, but do you have to qualify to rent an apartment? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have to qualify to buy a house?
Yeah.
Why? Because that is a quality way of life. You can either walk to work, or you can drive to work. Which one do you prefer? Walk or drive?
To drive.
I prefer to drive. Do you have to qualify to walk? No, there's no qualification.
Yeah.
Do you have to qualify to buy a car? Absolutely. So that is what is called a quality way of life.
Yeah.
So remember, the money that you are going to use from, so if I have a life insurance policy that I'm paying $50 or maybe $10 a month, if I passed away today and there is $1 million in that account, that $1 million goes straight to what? To my family.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. I have a client that I did a policy for. The client had a policy for only 6 months. The client passed away.
6 months.
6 months. So imagine you are paying maybe $100. That is $600.
Yeah.
So
if
after
you are paying
the client
100,
passed away, $600. So after the client passed away, there was what? There was an amount of $500,500 that was written check tax free and probate free. I want our viewers to write that down. Tax free and probate free that was sent to the family. Now look at this. Why do you think they will give something like this to everybody in the community free of charge? So that is why you have to qualify for it.
Yeah.
You have to qualify. So how do you qualify for this account? It comes in what? In different forms. If you want to get it from your job, there is no qualification. The only qualification is you have to be at a job.
Yeah.
If you want to get your own private life insurance, that is where it becomes a little bit harder. Because now they're going to check what? They're going to check your driving history.
Yeah.
So if you have a ticket, if you have speeding ticket, driver's license suspension, the company may think that you are more of a liability. You're going to die soon. You're going to get into an accident. You're going to be a liability to us. So they're also thinking about what? Their asset. They don't have enough money to be throwing away like that. So they have to evaluate who they are giving the account to. So number one is going to be your driving history. Number two is going to be your criminal background. If you have any criminal history, you're not going to qualify. And then number three is going to be our health history, how healthy you are. So healthy comes with what? Your height and your weight. It's called body mass index. That alone can disqualify somebody.
Okay.
So some people they have very good health, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, nothing. But because of their height and their weight, no insurance company will take them.
Wow.
And then when it comes to the rest is going to be what? The medication that you are taking, what are some medical medical conditions that you've been diagnosed of.
Yeah.
Cancer, heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and all those things, they're going to what? They're going to actually affect you from qualifying. But this is the good thing. Some people will sit down and say, oh, I don't know if I can qualify for it. Nothing try, nothing get done. So the best thing is give it a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try. I get people that have high blood pressure. They have diabetes. They still qualify for the account.
Okay.
So some don't sit down and say, oh, I have this, I have that. No. There are so many companies out there that can accept your risk, and they can provide you with a coverage.
Yeah.
So that is how we qualify for it. I wish it is given to everybody just like that.
Yeah,
no,
I know. And you know, like, but then again, we stay on the side of advocacy, on the side of human rights. I think those are our responsibility to engage with stakeholders. I'm talking about insurance companies to discuss on the level of problem. Maybe people don't have the opportunity to get into it. What are some of the things, like for instance, maybe there are people that don't have all their documents. There's people who, but they are human beings. They still have access. They can fall down anytime. And those are issues of human rights. Those are issues of equality and justice. And also we believe in equality and justice and peace for all. So on that level, what do you think? What's the future? What do you think is the future? A way that we can engage as a stakeholder. We can engage with different companies, and to include people who might not be considered into this or something, especially when they still have their ages like 30, 40, and they still have long time, even though you don't know whether they're going to go to the early grave earlier. You don't even know the time. And but let agree that, well, they stay have life, and what is a possibility in the future? What can we do to make sure that other people have the access?
Right. That is a very good question. So one of the biggest things that I see our community is suffering from is some people, they sit down. So I have spoke to a lot of people, and then some of them they say, oh, I don't have a green card. I don't have this, so I'm not going to qualify for life insurance. And I told them that is a lie.
Okay.
So to the community, some people, they say, oh, I'm in the United States, I'm an immigrant, I don't have a green card, so I cannot qualify for life insurance. No, but you are working.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take only green card for you to get life insurance. You just have to get the correct information.
Yeah.
Now coming to the stakeholder side. The only thing that we can do on our side in the community is to what? Is to advocate.
Okay.
Share the information. Remember, the system is there. The system is there. The system is already in place. All these companies are there. When you talk about 401k, 403b, IRA, these companies are there that will give it to you. They have their laid down policies. It is going to be very hard for me and you to go and change those policies.
Yeah.
But the only thing we can do is to educate our community about these policies and how they work.
Yeah.
So if I know that, hey, if I have to wait up to maybe 65 years before going to qualify for life insurance, and it's going to be very hard for me, Why don't you get it early?
Early, yeah.
So what I believe in is the easiest way to qualify for is to get, so let's say you have kids. Instead of allowing the children to grow all the way to 18 years, 20 years, 30 years, living in that house with no life insurance, you get life insurance for your children when they are young.
Yeah.
So maybe at the age of 1, 2, 3, you have life insurance for them.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not talking about death insurance. I'm talking about life.
Life insurance, yeah.
Life insurance. So that the children have it already. So they don't have to worry about the system and what is going on and whether they're going to qualify for it or not. So
that's one thing.
Yeah, we can definitely, as I said, the system is already set in place. I cannot tell New York Life to change their policies. Their policy is their policy.
No,
I cannot tell Nationwide to change their policy. Their policy is their policy. But what we can do on our side is to change our mindset and then push out more information to the community.
Change our mindset and push up. And that's exactly, change our mindset. And more mobilization, continue this program, continue to talk to people, have some engagement, have some meeting, presentation, and where we can talk to stakeholder leaders from different probably countries who are leading different communities here in the state and even outside the state. Because probably that's what you say, for the different communities, they are different. And even people who are born in America, most of them don't even think about life insurance.
Absolutely. That is true.
You see that, or probably I was so shocked. Those of us who come from Africa, we know what we went through. We know how Africa looked like. We know the policies. There are insurance company, but actually it's not active. When something happened to people, they give them nothing. Probably paying it because why? Because in Africa, no advocate, ain't no people go under the table to get bribe. Lawyers and people try to suppress their own people.
Right.
Yeah. So it's in this, like you said. I also witnessed one of the company. I think there's they call it Prime America. Prime America. There's a lady that something happened to. She just registered the same instant you just gave. It was just 3 months, and then how much you were paying? $25. 3 months. How much they gave the guy? $35,000 or son.
Right.
Just 3 months.
That is good.
So
we definitely have to have things in place.
Yes. So what happened to him? He was so excited. He said, "Well, why my mind did this just in this time?"
That is awesome. So let me actually finish the type of life insurance, and then we will wrap it up. So we talk about the group life insurance. We get it from your job. Once you leave the job, you don't have it anymore. We talk about a term policy that you have it for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and that what pays out if you die within that time. So if I don't die within that 10 years, that means the money that I paid to the company is gone, and I have to get a new one. Now, the insurance company brought a new one that is called a whole life policy. So a whole life simply means it covers you all the way up to age 100. So it covers you from now. So you get at the age of 35, you're going to have it up to age 100. So that is a whole life policy. Basically, that is one of the most expensive policies. It's very expensive.
Okay.
It's very expensive. Why do I say that? Because mostly you have to pay it. It depends on how you design it. You have to pay it for the rest of your life. So, and then some people can say, okay, I want to pay it for the next 10, 15, 20 years and I'm done. You can do that also. Okay. So those are the things. Now, what it is one of the biggest things that I want the community to understand is if you have a whole life policy, it is built in two ways. Either you are getting interest rate or you are not getting interest rate. So either you are getting interest added to your money or you are not getting any interest.
Okay.
If you are getting interest, it is called participating. That means you are participating in what? In the dividends on the company.
Okay.
If you are not getting any interest rate, it's called non-participating. That means it's just covering you for what? For life. When you die, they get the money. Now, one of the biggest things here is the interest rate is very low. Okay. Very low interest rate. You're looking at maybe around about 4 to 5% interest rate. And then the other thing that as with me as a financial professional, I let the community know is if I have a whole life insurance, so let's say I have a whole life insurance of 50,000. I have put money into that account for the past 20 years, and I have built maybe 40,000 in that account. If God forbid, Pastor Jarvis, I drop dead today, do you know how much money will be given to my family?
Wow.
So I have 50,000 of life insurance. I have built cash value. Cash value simply means the interest that I have gained in that account is 40,000. So in that account, I have 50,000 and I have 40,000. Do you know which of them will go to my family?
Wow.
Only the 50,000 goes to the family.
Okay.
What happened to the 40,000 that you built in there? It goes back to the insurance company.
Wow.
So that is the whole life policy.
The whole life. Okay.
Yes. So apart from, let me say this, somebody might think, oh, this guy is advocating. No, I'm not advocating for anything. So if you look at this, all the account that I've talked about life insurance, I can do all of them with exception of the one from your job. So for the one from your job, you can go there from the job. But when it comes to the term policy, I can give the community term policy. But my biggest thing is what? Information. Share for you to understand what it is.
Yeah.
So there we have a whole life policy that gives you lower interest rate. It's very expensive. You have to pay it until you die. If you don't design it properly, or if you passed away, only the insurance goes to your family, but the cash value stays with the insurance company. Now, the insurance company brought up another upgrade, and that is what is called the universal life.
Universal life.
So universal life is the newest upgraded type of life insurance that are out there. And when I sit down with the community, I show them the different types. The one from your job, the term policy, the whole life, and then the universal life. So which one do you prefer? It's more about having choices.
Yeah.
So if you have a choice, then you can make. So the universal life is what? It's just it's an upgrade of the whole life policy. And what it does is it has so many benefits.
Okay.
That simply means you are getting higher interest rate in that account. Around about 6 to about 12% based on the company.
Okay.
When you passed away, the insurance plus your money that is in the account is added and given to your family.
When you pass away, what's happening?
So when you passed away, the insurance that you have in there, plus all your money that you have accumulated in that account, is added and given to your family.
Okay.
So none of them goes to the insurance company. The insurance company does not take any part of it. That is there is always an upgraded form. So the only thing we can do is stay abreast with time, stay abreast with information. What is happening? You have to know the information.
Yeah.
So that you'll be able to make the necessary adjustments. And then so definitely. And then one of the biggest things that I will talk about in our done is Pastor Jarvis, are you familiar with what is called living benefits?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it a little bit. Yes, more or less. Yeah.
Perfect. Living benefit is one of the biggest part of life insurance. Do you know that research has shown that the biggest cause of poverty in the community is what? Is healthcare cost.
Yeah, healthcare. Yeah.
Healthcare. So healthcare, so look at it. Somebody get diagnosed with cancer in the community right now, and you cannot go to work again. Where are you going to get money from to pay for what? For your bills. So that is why the need for life insurance with living benefit is very important.
Yes.
So living benefit simply means once you are alive, if you get sick, heart attack, stroke, cancer, diabetes, major organ transplant, paralysis, major medical issue due to COVID-19, anything that can happen to you that is major illness, you get insurance, you get money from your life insurance.
Okay, that's living benefit. Yeah.
Yes, that is living benefit. And that is what the community. I have a client that had a policy. He paid into the policy for about a year and a half. He's a Caucasian. After a year and a half, this guy was 40 years. He was diagnosed. He was hit with a heart attack. He was in the house one day and then he started having chest pain, not knowing that he was having a heart attack. So he passed out. The wife called ambulance. They rushed him to the hospital, and then they were able to bring him back. So he didn't die. But do you know that the policy he had has a living benefit on it? When he filed a claim to the company, the company gave him $353,000 check.
Wow.
Let me ask a question. How many people have ever seen a check of $350,000?
But sometimes I can be thinking, because in no case that this person who joined the company will raise that money even up to the time they're living.
Absolutely. Maybe
It's not
sometimes
possible. Even if you are paid 200.
the entire life, they will not be able to raise that money. But because of the information that he had, and he put things in place, when he got heart attack, he was able to isolate up to what? $353,000 from his account. Look at what he did. Because it was a heart attack, the health insurance pays some of what? Some of the bills. That $353,000 that was given to him, he used that what? To pay off his house.
Wow.
Because it's what? It's a tax-free money. You don't have to pay taxes on it. Tax-free. Why is it that our community, somebody get heart attack, they get a stroke, they get diabetes, they get all these things, and we have nothing in place, and the community, the family is going down all the time.
The first time we started, we say because of mentality, because of our mentality, because of what we think, and especially in people of color and different group of people from different walks of life. Sometimes they're thinking that, well, I think when I die, something will, somebody, some kind of way I'll be buried, or I don't have time, I'll just live my life anyway. Yeah. So, but I think as we come to the conclusion, I think looking at the life benefits of life insurance, this living benefit, is something important, because while you are living, you are enjoying the benefits, and after you leave, after you have gone, you also will be your children living back home, or your wife, they will be taken care of.
Right.
Compared to if you just fall up and maybe depend on the government, wherever you are in the world, and maybe the next thing, the people will be saying, well, this guy being in the state, or this person was enjoying, and that's why my brother Isaac, and that's why I don't like to hear. When my mother died, actually, may her soul rest in peace, just last year, she had worked for look, it's a tears to see Africa. We need to upgrade Africa, especially Liberia. She worked for the JFK Medical Center, medical hospital. Can you imagine that they don't even know how? They don't even know the time of the funeral. They didn't go there. I'm talking about somebody that gave their life, sacrifice, work in the dietary department. She was supervising them.
Right.
And the big hospital. Are we serious in Africa? And many other people, their life just went, the finish, this guy died, okay, the finish, they just raise money and go and bury.
Right.
What left for the children after many years of service?
Right.
So the life, both your working benefit and your personal benefit.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Yeah.
So we want but I say I just want the thing to continue, but we have time. They say everything have time, and we have a 1 hour program. But again, I want to say to you that this is a very good setting that we got to discuss after here. There's a business section, and there's the forum. A partnership is very important. Those of us who understand what it means to engage, to talk to people, to talk about the positive thing. We're here to talk about positive thing and about life insurance. We want to give our guests the parting statement. What do you have for those of us who are listening, or those who will listen to this live? What is your advice, and what you think? How can they reach you? How can they reach me? Whatever way they want to reach, in order for them to be part of what you are saying, to join one of these companies, so that they can change their life in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you very much, Professor Jarvis, for this opportunity for me to using your platform to reach out to the community. I am so passionate about this. Okay. I'm very passionate. That is why I step away from the military to get enough time to do this. Okay. Because it is very disheartening to see that somebody passed away in the community. We have to go set up GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Somebody get a heart attack, stroke, cancer, diabetes. They have to go set up a GoFundMe.
And you know, I just want to say, because that's your last statement. You know, most of the time when people demise, when people die, that's the time all people make money, all of them. And I will say it here to anybody in the world. That's the time we make money out of the dead bodies.
Right.
Which is not supposed to be. We start raising money all over the place, and that money we are raising not even going to nobody.
Right.
We just use small at the end of the day. But for the life insurance, that money belongs to the family. Nobody can take it.
It goes straight. It goes straight to the person you put on there, your wife, your kids. It goes straight to them. So definitely, the reason why, and then if you look at this, most of the GoFundMe that we set it up, if you set a target at 50,000,
yeah,
you are going to get maybe about 10,000.
Yeah.
Why is it that we don't achieve the target for GoFundMe? The issue is when you were alive, just like the gospel, just like preaching the gospel.
Yeah.
We preach the gospel every day, preach the gospel. If you don't listen to the gospel and something happens to you, and then now you go to hell and you go meet whoever is there, and now you are telling them, oh, I want to go back and go. No, it's too late. It's too late. So when somebody dropped dead today and they set up a GoFundMe, people are paying $20, $5, $15. Why? Maybe you used to work with this person. Is your friend? Is your friend? You know this person, but you're paying $15. You know what the person is telling you? That person is telling you that your irresponsibility is not my responsibility.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your irresponsibility for not having things in place for you and your family shouldn't be my burden.
Exactly.
That is why. So I have. Let me share this. I have a nurse practitioner from Africa. Nothing in place. She passed away. Now they set up a GoFundMe. Now with that GoFundMe, it was mainly doctors and nurses. After 2 weeks to about 1 month of that GoFundMe being in place, they were able to raise $1,132. $1,132. Why? Because they are telling her that, hey, your irresponsibility, it shouldn't be my responsibility.
My responsibility.
So that is why I'm so passionate about this.
Okay.
The same, that $50,000 GoFundMe that you can set it up, you can get that $50,000 insurance in place and be paying super amount.
You don't have
so that you don't put your family in that jeopardy. You don't put your family in that route to go and do GoFundMe for you.
So
but
sad.
Is it everybody that is going to listen? No, because some of us, one of the problems that we have is a lot of people, they are too religious to the point that they think they are invincible. Nothing will happen to them. You tell them, oh, I'm good. Me and my family, we're good.
I'm good. Yeah.
God is going to protect us. That is good. God is going to protect us. But the reason why we are making the work for God too hard is because God has given us the mind. He has given us the opportunity to go and do things for ourselves.
Go and develop.
We just sit down and expect God to do every single thing for us.
No.
It's not going to work like that.
No.
Remember, we can pray for the whole year. You can fast for the whole year.
The
whole year. Pastor Jarvis, if something should happen to my family and I don't have life insurance or I don't have enough money in place, my family is going to suffer.
Yeah.
There is nothing in the Bible that says that God is going to come from heaven and give you money to do your funeral. There is nothing like that.
In fact, the same people that you've been preaching to will not be able to do it.
Right. So the only thing we can do is just go ahead and preach the gospel. The same thing we preach the gospel, the Bible, the same thing that we do here. Let me just share this Bible verse and then I will end here. If you look at this here, very, very simple. If you read Proverbs 13:22, so because you are a pastor and this is a public forum, if you read Proverbs 13 verses 22, it says that a good man lived inheritance to his children's children.
Yeah.
Not just his children, but the children's children.
Generation.
That is the Bible that we believe in, and that's what the Bible is saying.
Yeah.
If you read 1 Timothy 5:8, it says, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has
household,
denied the faith,
especially.
and is worse than an unbeliever.
Yeah. Everything is ready.
Everything is there. The Bible that we believe in is just says it.
Even the people that read the Quran, it's there in the Quran.
It is in there. It is in there.
So you know, those of us who are listening is so interesting, and I want to say, you know, this is a show that we're going to be promoting, and we're going to be talking about it all here. And I'm interested. His passion is, you know, leaving the military, leaving all those benefits, and coming right there and say, look, I have the passion for this. I've seen my black community. I've seen that people are not concerned about their own and well-being. They're not concerned about their future. And truly, sometimes we overlook it because we just play with our life and say, oh, my man, one day I'm going to go. I don't care what I'm going to be put in a hole, what will give me a decent burial. It doesn't matter about the burial. We're not, and listen to me, I'm not talking about the concern here today. It's not about burial.
Right.
It's about what are you leaving behind for your family. Look, the mentality of the Africans. And one time I was, my father, one other guy were talking, look, the only thing I can do for you guys is to send you guys to school. And that's all I can do. And that's where the mentality is.
Right.
And if you tell your children that that's all I can do for you to send you to school, the question would be, you think in your mind that it's everybody that go to school that will come out successfully or probably after, especially in the African setting. So let us erase that mentality. I can do everything for you. I only want you to go to school to learn. And that's how most of the parents never, some of them they live their life renting a hotel room or somewhere there in Africa. They never put anything around.
Right.
So again, I agree with my brother, and you know, and I want to Rabbi Murmurs, and you know, grateful to accept and welcome you to the forum. And I know that this is going to be a constructive meetings, and those of us who are listening, we're going to be promoting. It's going to be live. We're going to be coming up, promos and things will be coming up to create a massive awareness, so that our people will get involved. Not because where we are saying it, no, but because it is real. It is reality. Many people go to the early grave. Sometimes they grieve, going from house to house, carrying the plate, begging. Sometimes, my brother, I called 1 or 2 persons when my mother died. I didn't call them for money. I want to call them to know, right? And well, with the little we have with our brothers here and the other guys, and some of the big family all over the place, never. They were like, if to say, well, the guys, and you know, the same thing we're saying. She lived her life. She got her children all in America. She got this stuff here.
Right.
Nobody. Where the money come from? Government all the time she worked? No. Some of them thought in their mind that I was calling them, and I will be very frank. I don't have a big house. I'm not a rich guy. But I just believe in God, and I believe in myself. And I believe that, well, if something happened to somebody for me, let's struggle and do it. And that's why we encourage everybody on this show who will be listening that it is time. Let us rise up. That $20, $25, $30, $50 that you have used for a week or month, you can start talking about your life insurance, your personal life insurance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So definitely, thank you very much. If anybody want to have a one-on-one talk, you can you can reach me at 717-343-0111. I also put my phone number and my email in the Facebook chat. If you want to reach out to me, I don't care. I put my information anywhere. Just reach out to me.
Yes.
You have questions, because most of the important thing is you have to understand it.
You got to understand.
The only thing that I do is provide information. Provide the information, and then give you the resources that you got so that you can understand. If you don't understand it, it's not going to work. So definitely, I put my number in the Facebook chat, 717-343-0111. If you have any question, maybe you have been in America, you don't have papers, you don't have green card, you are working. Somebody have told you, hey, you can never get life insurance. That is a lie.
Yes.
Just reach out. Just reach out and let me see how I can best help you, directing you to the right company to get you something in place. So thank you very much, Jarvis. It was a pleasure putting this together, and hopefully, I know together we're going to make a huge impact in the community.
Yes. It's going to be a huge impact, and those of us who are listening, it's going to be a huge impact. And we say that the community engagement is going to the level of capacity building and raising more awareness. If you want to contribute to our program, look right on the screen. Whatever contribution you have, you can do your voluntary contribution for whatever thing we are promoting. We are talking about human rights, and we are talking about your future. We are talking about your children's future, and we are talking about your generation, from your children to the next generation.
Absolutely.
And so I'm so actually delighted to have you on the show. And I say thank you again. Those of us who are listening, who've been watching, we say thank you for following us. And don't forget to share. Don't forget, Mr. Crandro. We got people here. Quandro, right? Welcome, all of us. Small, we want to welcome you and say bless you. And those of us who are listening, wherever you are blessed. Sarah, Abraham, and all of us who are following, we want to say you can contact brother Isaac. He's around, and he have given his number. And contact through me, we can still get to him because we'll always be here. It's going to be a weekday stop. We thank God again for giving us the strength, and His grace is sufficient for us. Thank you, and God bless you, brother Isaac. God bless you until we see you again.